Okay, everybody, this is Mr. Rogowitz, and we are going to do just a little bit of review to get us ready for our first real unit. So what we want to do today is we want to take our notebook, your brand new notebook, go ahead and open it up to the first page. And on your first line, you're going to go ahead and you're going to write learning target. I'm just going to go ahead and abbreviate it for today. So our learning target is we are going to review adding and subtracting decimals. So I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and make sure that's written down. We also want to go ahead and put the date that we're doing this right here. So go ahead and write your date up here. And when you are ready, we will move on. Okay. Okay, so now we're ready, and the good news is that this is mostly going to be a review for us. And you remember that our hard and fast rule that we have to follow is that you must line up the decimals when adding and subtracting. The good news is it's the same rule for both of them. So let's go ahead and do a little sample problem. Again, it should be review for you. So I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit to make sure that everybody can see it, okay? Alright, so what we want for our first one is we're going to do 14 3/10 plus 8 428 thousandths and 45 10,000ths, and let's just go ahead and leave it there. Okay, so what we want to do is with these three numbers, I want to go ahead and line up the decimals. So they can be in any order that you want to put them in. I'm going to go ahead and just start with 14 3/10, 8 and 428 thousandths, and then my 45 10,000ths. Most important thing, all of my decimals are lined up. Now, you'll notice we have some empty spaces. With addition, if you want to fill them in with zeros, you may. You don't have to. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some addition. So 5, 12, 3, 7, bring the decimal straight down, 12, carry my 1, and 22. Okay, so for our next problem, we're going to go ahead and take a look at one that might be a little different. We've got 91 added to 14 387 thousandths and 485. Do you notice anything that's different? Okay, you noticed that both the 91 and 485 don't have a decimal point. Now, does that mean that they don't have a decimal point on them at all? No. What it means is they're not showing. Every number, we're going to put this note out to the side, every number has a decimal. And if it's not showing, it is at the end. So now that I know that, I'm going to go ahead and line those up. And I'm going to give you just a second to line it up. Okay, so we already said that 91 has a decimal point on it, right here. 485 has a decimal point on it, right here. So we're going to do 91 decimal, 14 and 387 thousandths, and then I'm going to do my 485, line up the decimal. Now I can add, and like we said, it's okay. If you add zeros, you don't have to. So I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and solve that problem. All right, we're ready to go. So my sum should be 7, 8, 3. The decimal comes straight down. We should have 0, 5 and 4, 9, 10. We should have 9, okay, the 1, 590 and 387 thousandths. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this over, and we're going to talk subtraction on the back. So the good news is the same rules are going to apply for us. So rule number 1, so if we're going to subtract, you still need to line up the decimals. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to take one like, let's say 147 and 8 tenths. And we're going to subtract 37 and 843 thousandths. So I need to line up the decimals, 147 and 8 tenths. Line up those decimals. Everything's ready to go. Now here's the difference with this. Before we said that if you wanted to put these zeros in, it was optional. It is not optional. You must have a digit to subtract 4 and 3 from. So we're going to put zeros above them. Now everything's lined up. I can't subtract 3 from 0. I can't borrow. I'll borrow from the 8, 9, 10, so 7, 5. I can't take 8 from 7, so I'll borrow here. This means 9. Decimal comes straight down. 3, 3, 0, 1. So my difference should be 103 and 957 thousandths. Okay. So, same deal. Every number has a decimal point. So I'm going to do 86 minus 9 and 247 thousandths. Now I'm going to go ahead and line them up. So 86 is my number comes first, so that's going to be on top. 86 decimal. We're going to go ahead and put my 9, 247 thousandths. We're ready to subtract. And I am ready to subtract. It is perfect the way it is. Alright. You'll notice it is not perfect the way it is. I must hold the places with these zeros. Otherwise, there's nothing to subtract from. So, nothing to borrow from, nothing to borrow from. I'll borrow from my 6. And I'll continue to borrow. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. Decimal comes straight down into my difference. Cannot subtract that, so I borrow. 6, 7, 76 and 753 thousandths. All right, everybody, good job. You are ready